You seem very busy today.
Oh, aren't I always? No, but today's going to be particularly stressful, as if I haven't got enough on my plate. But if they need my expertise, then who am I to complain, eh?
What will be happening today?
Well, a few weeks back we had our annual recruitment drive before the summer rush, you know. And now we just got to sort the wheat from the chaff, as it were. Shouldn't be too difficult. I'm a very good digi-character.
And what roles will need to be filled?
Oh, all sorts really. But I expect I'll need to recruit for the more crucial roles, you know.
Is it not important to get the right balance of employees at all levels?
Well, of course it is, but my skills will be wasted interviewing the lower level employees. It'll be mostly teenagers, you see. And I hope whoever's whittling them down knows that they'll all be fresh out to school with hardly any experience of the real world, bless them. Right, so I've sorted out all the documents you'll need, and we'll need to conduct these second interviews as quickly as possible so that we can let all the candidates know. We have a week to do it, okay? Now, I'm keen for us to only employ the best, but obviously we will be working with people that have potentially never had a job before, so we will need to bear that in mind. And we need to obviously work on their strengths and weaknesses. So, for example, someone that has no interest in animals will be of no use to guest services because they obviously have to be passionate about the animals. But they could, however, be ideal for catering. So the dregs go to catering. Got it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, common sense isn't really needed for putting through a food order, is it? I mean, they're not even equivalent to a waiter, are they?
You think someone in catering doesn't need common sense? There's COSH, health and safety. Some of them even have to help out with deliveries in busy periods.
Oh, let's all list our job descriptions, shall we? Don't get me started, Phil. I'll be here all day.
Really?
Have you ever had to correct payroll when they've cocked up? Have you ever had to delve into the staff database to check everything's up to date? Have you ever... Can we please stick to the matter in hand? This isn't a competition. Now, I want you to book all these interviews over the space of the next week and report back to me on Friday, okay? Now, Phil, you'll obviously deal with catering. Lisa, you'll take on retail. Alice, you'll be interviewing for guest services. And I'll deal with the office-based roles, the cash office, reception and the like. Retail? Why do I have to interview for retail? Surely I should be dealing with those for guest services. Why? Because I'm more experienced. Oh, I don't mind. I'll interview whoever you need me to. That's not necessary, Alice. Now, I have prepared your lists of candidates and you will deal with your assigned departments. Okay? Well, it's an absolute waste of my skills, if you ask me. And to put Alice in charge of interviewing for guest services, that's a joke. She'll make a state of it, to mark my words.
And how are you feeling about your candidates?
Well, I'm not holding out much hope. I mean, Karen's put the list together. But then again, I suppose it's best that I go through it, sort out the dregs, you know. Most people here would be far too lenient. I know for a fact that if anyone gives Alice a sob story and has a cat, she'll offer him a job straight away. She's got 6 cats. 6. Something very odd about people with an excessive number of pets. I find it very disturbing.
What will you be looking for in your candidates?
Well, they've got to be hardworking, I think that goes without saying. And they've got to have common sense, something that's very much lacking in the youth of today. God, the people we've had here previously, shocking. No wonder we got bad reviews on TripAdvisor. But then again, that's mostly down to the managers. You see, I think this place could do with a serious shake-up.
But Karen only wants you to deal with new candidates, doesn't she?
Well, yeah, but I think we know why that is, don't we? But she's afraid that I'll show her up if she let me take the reins. Yeah, I know what changes could do with being made round here. A lot of people have coasted for far too long. Let's leave it at that. Hello there, is that Katie? It's Lisa Jones. Yeah, that's right. I'm booking second interviews for candidates all this week. So should we say tomorrow morning? So, is Spike your real name? Only it doesn't scream professionalism, does it? I mean, you're a young lad, not an iguana. Yeah, I'm just calling to book your second interview. Now, I have an appointment on Wednesday afternoon. The doctor's. Right, okay. What about Thursday morning? The dentist. Look, are you sure you're even fit to work? I mean, if we did employ you, would you be popping off to all sorts of appointments during work time? Yeah, well, you see, we need reliable people here, I'm afraid. Hello, is your mummy there? Oh, you're Lauren, are you? Don't you sound young? Oh, alright, Philip. How's it going?
Fine, thanks. I found a lot of good potential. I think I'll find it difficult to narrow down.
Or maybe you're just not experienced enough when it comes to looking for new employees. Not everyone can do it. It's an art form, you see.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, not everyone knows what kind of questions to ask or what they're looking for. A lot of it is also about body language.
Is that right? I think I know what I'm looking for. I've been working in catering for 15 years.
Uh-huh. So, what's your hardest hitting question, would you say? I mean, I assume you've compiled a list of questions for your candidates.
Well, what do you as an individual believe you can bring to the company? What do you hope to eliminate? Anyway, best can't.
That's actually quite good. I bet Alice has been helping him. Thick as thieves, those two. What the bloody hell is this? I tell you what, that Alice is a menace. Ideas way above her station. Alice! What's this? You seem to have booked meeting room 3 for the entire week. Yeah, it's for interviews. And what do you expect the rest of us to do? Oh, well, Phil's interviewing in his catering office, and I just assumed you'd be interviewing in here. I'm not having potential employees in my office. Oh, well, it's all booked up now. When I booked it, I checked it with reception, and Karen said it was okay. Right. Well, did you not check with reception to see what was available? I shouldn't have to, but I suppose I'm going to have to conduct them in here now, aren't I? God, the cheek of some people. Please feel free to take a seat. Okay, thanks. Did you have to come far today? No, I just live in the closest village. I can see from your CV that you have very little experience with retail. I've worked in my uncle's cafe for about 2 years. Like I said, very little experience. I mean, perhaps you'd be more suited to the catering department. Well, it's just that I wanted to try something different. Sometimes it's best to play to our strengths, though. But how will I ever get experience since I've been there if I'm never given the opportunity? I mean, I could always offer the position to someone else. No, catering's fine. I just need a job. Now, I can see that you're willing to be quite flexible with the hours you work. No other jobs at the moment? No. I'm at uni though. Ah, I see. The thing is, we're going to need reliable employees here. I am reliable. You can check my references. What with you being at university, I mean, you won't be available come September, will you? But I thought that most applicants were students looking for summer jobs. Doesn't trade just die down outside of the summer holidays? You may think you know a lot about this, Sue, but you don't. See, I'm the one person that's going to decide whether you're employed or back on the dole by the end of the day. I've never been on the dole. Look, perhaps I can have a word with the catering manager. I know you said on your application that you want as many hours as you can get, but I mean that may not be entirely possible now. Right, okay. You're free to go. So, will I get a job or? Probably, yeah. I don't know why I've called some of this lot back for an interview.
Who do you have up next?
Another waste of space, no doubt. Hello, Jake. Thanks for coming. Job centre got you to apply, did they?
No, I just like animals. I used to love coming here as a kid. I've got 5 lizards actually.
Lovely. Now, what exactly do you think you can bring to the role of a retail assistant? What makes you unique?
Don't know really. I'm hard working. Most people find me easy to get along with.
Really?
Yeah, I was quite popular in my last job.
I mean, that doesn't automatically mean you'll be flavour of the month here, of course. You have to earn it.
Oh, I know that, but I'm easygoing.
Well, let's hope you're not too easygoing.
Sorry.
So, your last job was at an aquatic centre?
Yeah, I love fish.
Oh, that's what that is.
Sorry?
Nothing. Look, I'm going to be honest with you, Jack. I don't really think you're cut out for retail.
But I've worked in retail for 4 years.
But I mean, working here is a little different from your past experience, isn't it?
So you say I'm not good enough? It's just a bloody gift shop. It's not like it's a car sales room or something.
And that's the kind of attitude that leads me to believe you're precisely not what we're looking for. I think you should leave.
Are you serious?
Very much so. Oh, thank God for that. I couldn't breathe. Oh. Oh, that's better. God, it smells like he's been working at a fish and chip shop since the age of 5. Probably baptised in the deep fat fryer.
I've got my bag.
Do you think he heard that? I can't remember who's up next. This is just so exhausting. It's putting all my other work behind. I could do without it if I'm honest. Oh, let's have a look. Rebecca Turner. Haven't had a chance to look at a CV though. Another waste of time, no doubt. Oh, for God's sake! You got food down me from lunch. I look a right tramp now. Just have to can't notice that, can you? It's on my tit. Afternoon. Please take a seat. Thank you. Why don't you start by telling me a bit about yourself? Well, I don't know where to begin really. I've worked in a number of retail environments, as you've probably seen on my CV. I was really sad to leave the jewellers I worked at actually, just over 3 years ago. So what have you been doing between then and now? I had to leave to have my daughter, she's 2 now, but I really wanted to get back into the workplace and an opportunity came up to study a little course in HR at a company local to me. HR? Yeah, I loved it, but I miss the interaction with the customers. And one day I hope to run my own shop, so I just thought I'd give up on the HR thing, you know. The HR thing. Right, well, it's probably for the best. I mean, some people just aren't cut out for it. Oh no, I did well. I got top marks actually in the course, but my heart just wasn't in it. I see. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Becky. Rebecca. I don't really think there's a place for you here. Well, why not? I would have thought I have adequate experience to work here. The thing is, I really need a job. I need to support my daughter. Well, that's not really our problem, is it? So I've wasted my time. It would seem so, I'm afraid. Right. Thanks for nothing. Ideas above a station, that one. I'm confused. How so? Well, where's the list of new starters? Well, I mean, the people I had to deal with were quite tricky. I mean, some were rude, others weren't presented well enough, and some didn't even turn up to the interview. Lisa, I gave you a list of 20 people. You've given me 2 names. That's right, yeah. Also, Phil told me that a lot of them were turning up in the catering department. Do you care to explain why that was? They were more suited to working in that department. And did Phil make that decision? No. Then why send them to him? With all due respect, Karen, you didn't see the state of some of them. Perhaps I should hand this list over to Alice. All right. You need me to take care of her list, do you? No. She dealt with hers, and she found some very good candidates, actually. Hi, Alice. Would you mind looking over the original list of retail candidates for me, please? Yeah, that's right. You could say that, yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. You're a star. I think you should be getting back to your usual work, don't you?